Good afternoon or morning.
Uh, Good morning. I'm in California. It's morning.
Yes.
Uh, Once again, you're in what location?
Orlando, Florida.
Okay, so good afternoon.
Yes.
Good afternoon in Florida. Good morning from California. How are you
Yes.
doing?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good. Let me get some things up here for a minute. Give me a moment.
Mhm.
Okie dokie. Um, let's see. All right. So how's your morning starting off?
I'm pretty good, actually. It's gotten a lot done.
Okay. So, the purpose of the contest, basically, it's accolades to give you accolades for the work that you've, put forth so far and
Mhm.
in your journey to building your business and becoming, a real estate investor.
Right.
Um, and I wanted to again just reiterate, and I did even mention it to Coach Mercedes about your situation. I said I felt that she definitely met the criteria of of having this award because she did everything right. And there was very little for me to say about what you could have done differently, because when I was saying, this is what I would have said, this, well, yeah, I told her that, especially when you're trying to talk to an unreasonable seller, which that's like going against the grain, because if their
Yeah.
mindset is stuck, they're not going to change even if you're giving them facts, reality, and showing them clearly that their way of thinking is not going to be give the results that they're looking for. And at the end of the day, the house is going to sit,
Yeah.
and it is pretty much only worth at this point the value of the land.
Right.
Okay. And unless she has someone else to come along and say the exact same things that you say, she might believe that person. And that's the reason why I want you to keep her in your Monday to follow up with, and also keep that buyer um, as well, so that at some point, hopefully, she will come around the next 30 days or less to see that this is a great opportunity for you. And I believe she has, like you were saying, an emotional attachment to the home, although she no longer lives there. If you can get her to talking about what that emotional attachment is, did she even express what that is?
It
Or
was
did
just
you
the
just
fact that it was
discern that?
the home that her mom lived in.
Okay.
And she just really felt like it was worth more than what, I was offering. I
Mm-hmm.
do have like an update in terms of well, not our conversation, but a conversation with the buyer this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Another one called me outside of the two that I already had,
Mm-hmm.
and I told them about what she declined, with me, and then they ended up texting like 7 in the morning, an all cash offer, no contingencies, no um, inspection at 135.
And she's wanting what again? 175?
Well, we had the contract for 125.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they offered 135, so I immediately called her to say,
Mhm.
get back under contract, and she's still declined. So it's like, okay, so it's something
Wow.
else.
There's something else going on there.
Yeah, there's something else going on because that was you got exactly what you wanted.
Right. So, again, has she expressed what it is about that house? If you can get her to talk about her memories in that house.
Mhm.
She grew up in the house,
Yes.
um, and, some of the most, um, you know, enjoyable moments that she's had in that house. If you get her to talking about that, maybe she'll loosen up to the reality is that, and her why is that she wants to be closer to her mom because her mom is suffering from Alzheimer's. Is that what I recall?
Yeah, her mom has dementia and she moved her in with her. So it's
Mhm.
basically to support her like with all of the expenses, the medical
Mhm.
expenses, things like that.
Right. Okay. And, so I get it. Once she can finally emotionally disconnect from that house, she'll let it go. Because even if you come back, it sounds like if you come back with a 150 offer, she's not gonna take it
Right.
right now for today, okay? So again, let those buyers know that you're still working, on the seller.
Hmm.
Seller's going through some emotional issues right now, because her mom is very ill. But just let them know I believe that she'll come around, and when she does, you'll be the first person that I reach out to, just to let them know that you're still trying to work that deal.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, so you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do this.
So my name is Alansen, Turnquist Mondesir, and my business name is Turnquist Enterprises. And I started with the Billionaire Creator Academy in the beginning to mid-November of 2022.
Okay, that's great, Allison. We're glad to have you here, and I know that you're really um, using our system to get contracts. And we talked about a contract that you got recently, the seller to commit to sell the property to you,
Mhm.
and as well as getting 3 cash buyers. So congratulations for that, Allison. And I know that there's a lot that has to happen before we get to the closing, but we want to recognize every student that is following the program and that is using the principles and the processes to get those contracts. So with that said, Allison, can you tell me your past experience as it relates to real estate? Like, how long have you been in the business? Have you tried any other real estate investing programs in the past?
So my experience with real estate is on actually the closing side as a notary. I started in 2017. I started as a loan signing notary and as a way just to leave the corporate world and take care of my boys. I don't have any other investing experience at all. I have never taken any other investment courses. I just came across a post on Instagram from Mercedes, and I was like instantly locked in.
That's great. And we know that a lot of people are interested in getting into real estate. They just don't know how to do that, how to get that entrance and what it takes. So tell me, how has the Billionaire Creator Academy, the experience that you've had, been so with that learning experience, how's that been for you so far?
It's been really good. I feel like I don't want to say like college, but it's kind of like that type of learning. So you have a lot of like the courses that you are on your own and that you follow, but then you have a lot of like the course led, like attending the courses each day, to where you can get that hands on, from the coaches and just answering any questions, clarification of anything that you don't understand, which is what I need to learn
Right.
something and to fully understand. Um, so far for me, it's been great. I've been able to just, ask questions when I need it. You have the support. And I really feel like I'm learning like a new skill and something that I could always use, like no matter what direction I go into.
Right, that's great. And so, would you say that the structure of the Billionaire Creator Academy, like you were saying, you have your training modules where you can get the
Mhm.
principles and concepts, and also the live classes that build upon those concepts and actually expands, go into more detail so you can get a complete comprehension of the principles in those live classes. Do you believe that that's been a large contributor to you're receiving this award, Allison?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely,
Okay.
because, attending the classes, especially the live ones, not only is it just me learning the material and having the support, but it creates that structure for me,
Mhm.
to know that at certain times, I know I have, my classes, and seeing the other students and, their success and their questions and the experience that they have, it really helps, with the motivation as well for me.
Great. And I'm glad that that's definitely showing that our structure is, effective. And that's why we want to have this type of conversation with our students. So tell me, what would have been different about your real estate journey if you didn't have the support of the Billionaire Creator Academy?
I think it would be extremely clunky.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the course is so streamlined, it kind of like you skip all of the kind of fluff. You go straight to what works. Like you
Mm-hmm.
don't have
Right.
to, I guess they say don't recreate the wheel, don't try to
Right.
find these in between steps. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like the BCA Academy just really took it from starting until
Mm-hmm.
having everything that you need to actually just go. So if I didn't have it, I feel like I'd be just kind of fumbling around, not really knowing, the exact process or steps to go in order.
Mm-hmm.
And it would probably have taken a lot longer, or I would have kind of lost interest by now, is
Right.
the way my mind works.
Right. So would you say that it helped you reach your goals faster?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's great. Okay. And then what was your biggest hurdle in order to get this accolade, this award that you're receiving?
The biggest hurdle, it might not seem like a big deal, but I feel like the biggest hurdle was just actually picking up the phone.
Okay.
Um,
That's
but the
honest.
way that I got over that, I had a friend come over and I said, just sit there. Like you don't have to say
Okay.
anything, just sit there and be with me while I make these calls just to take away the nervousness. So like when if whatever the outcome of the call, you could just laugh it off and move on to the next one instead of
Right.
like holding it and being afraid to make that next call. So that was it for me. And
Hmm.
once I got over that hurdle, then I was good.
Great. And so what advice would you give to anyone who's is considering joining the Billionaire Creator Academy?
I would just say to just really hone in, like really create like your reasoning for wanting to do this, because you have to stick with the steps. Like you have to attend the courses, you have to watch all the videos. Don't try to watch a couple or attend a couple classes and then think you've got it. Like seriously
Hmm.
follow the steps because it is laid out for you. And if you're able to do that, then you will be successful.
Absolutely. Yeah, well said, Allison. And so tell me what system, or application, and the tools that we, advise you to get was the most beneficial in your success in reaching, this award.
The advice about posting on the MLS, um, because I will say this, a lot of questions that I saw or that I had was, how do I find my buyers? Like, okay, if I can get these properties under contract, like I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to find a buyer in time.
Hmm.
And being able to post it on the MLS and having that resource brought the
Hmm.
buyers to me. Like just getting call after call after call every day, all day, offers submitted all day. And the ones that I've been able to really build relationships with, it's three so
Hmm.
far. Like
Right.
we talk often and we have like a communication now to where it's like, if I have another property, I can easily take it to them.
Absolutely. And that's, in my class where I encourage everybody to build your buyers list, right?
Hmm.
So that in the future you will have a direct connect to uh, place your sellers when you have them under contract to have buyers that are ready and waiting to
Yes.
purchase those properties. Absolutely. So of the applications, your Mojo, your PropStream, DocuSign, any of those tools that you have, which one do you think is the most beneficial?
Definitely the prop stream
Hmm.
for me because it has so much information in it. It just makes it so much easier to find like the comps, like just seeing it. And I like how it has the split screen so you can have your property information here and you have your
Hmm.
comps on this side.
Right.
It just makes it very easy to use and follow and get your information without going to different places to find what you need.
Okay. And then finally, Allison, did you use a virtual assistant to make calls, or did you make your calls yourself?
I've made my calls myself at
Okay.
this point, but I do plan to get a virtual assistant very
Great.
soon.
Okay. Good, good. Because one thing we can say is that those students that are using virtual assistants, they're definitely having great success in
Hmm.
getting their deals and closing their contracts and
Yes.
transactions. So, yeah. So, Allison, really, that concludes the questions that we have for you. And once again, congratulations. We will be in
Thank you.
contact with you about getting that award to you. Okay. And all I can do is encourage you to continue to send us smoke. Okay.
Yes.
Ramp up. We want to have at least those 50 smoke offers per week. And by getting that VA assistant, that will help you to ramp it up, knowing that you have, a busy work schedule. You have someone that can leverage your time working
Hmm.
for your business to build your business while you have to, focus on your full-time job until the day comes that this
Yes.
is your entire, career. Okay. So thank you so much, Allison, for your time.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you in my class and definitely, doing great things.
Yes.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.